Interesting. I wonder how solid this is. I'm going to tap it. Oh, that's probably no good for. I should avoid tapping it. It'll happen. You're going to tap things every now and then. Oh, well. That's just how it goes. What can you do about a tappable arm? You can not tap it, I guess. But what if it's just inviting? What if it's magnetic to your touch? You just want to sit there and go bap, 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 bap. You just want to keep hitting it over and over and over again. There I go. That wasn't even the arm. That was the chair that I attached the arm to. Chris Hovangelis, what? Who do you? This is gonna be even worse. I'm gonna miss most of what y'all are saying because I have to use my finger to bring back the chat when it goes away, and I don't like to talk. I don't like to touch my phone when my hands have stuff on them. I have three chicken breasts, and I'm gonna do the other two some other time I eat tomorrow. This one I want to cut up and just do a dumbass stir fry with. That's my plan. Is I'm gonna stir fry it. So I have to cut it up first. So if I'm gonna cut it up, then I just gotta plan out a few other things. I don't have any celery, which is bumming me out, but I got these. So I'm gonna do a stir fry with some colorful bell pepper things. Where'd my Yeah, yeah, I don't have any good greens. I used them all on something else. But whatever. This is just gonna be, not super healthy but satisfying fresh chicken stir fry. Well, we got in here. We got 18 people and a like. Can I flip over the chicken? No, I'm not legally allowed to. Um, Hello, Audie Bavington from Perth, Western Australia. I hope you're having a good morning. Morning, I think. Cheetos gun. Chicken stir. Yeah, it's not gonna be. I'm not very like I call it stir fry because I stir it in stuff and it's frying. That's how it goes. Hello, Axel Nightmare. I'm having a good New Year so far. Hope y'all are having a good. It's January 2nd, by the way, for those who don't know. So we're 48, no, less than 48 hours into the new year. So yeah, those are called dishwashing soap, y'all, and then hand soap, and then there's my washing liquid for general surfaces, and that's an old dishwashing soap I should probably just get rid of, but it's just been living there for 3 weeks. You know what? We're bettering ourselves this year. You mostly empty palm olive, you're going in the recycle bag, but I haven't set up a new one yet. I just took my recycling out. There you go. Personal improvement. Dangerous soap chemicals. Oh, the one in the very back is this liquid I inherited from a friend of mine for spraying down vegetables specifically. I don't have a very large kitchen, so you'll note that there's a lot of stuff in proximity. It's how you go, It's how you go. Rest in peace, Palm Olive. I gotta do the cool people thing and hone the edge of the knife a bit. Someone just dulled my knife a bunch. Some ingrate just smacked it against a bunch of the wood surfaces. I don't know who came in my kitchen and did that. I'm a very professional kitchen person myself. So I got a weird hang up. Whenever I do that, I wipe the edge of the knife down because I'm imagining all these little metal fragments on it that are going to get into stuff. Which I don't think is actually possible. But, no, the not knife hand is over here. The knife hand is actually far away from me. You can't get cut through the internet. I can come right over here and go and you're fine. I'll also mention I'm not standing behind the phone. I'm to the side of it. I'm over here. So this is me waving it around nowhere near me. I should have assumed y'all were going to do that in the chat. Listen, if you're getting cut due to watching this stream, that's not my fault. That's Emperor Kilobyte of the computer virus empire. You need to call the Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. Okay? Okay? So anyway, I'm going to cut this up for stir frying. I don't really have a fancy way to do it. I just cut it into pieces. They're generally a like thickness, even if they are somewhat of a different length. But I find it's usually okay to do so anyway. I'm not going to measure it out. And then I'm going to season these in a bowl and then pour some liquids on them and let them chill out whilst I get all the vegetables ready. That's the first thing I like to do when I make a meat-oriented stir-fry. Is we get all the meats soaking in stuff beforehand so that it's not a problem later. I'd like to wash a bunch of stuff. You're going to see my forearms a lot, I think. I'm less afraid of chicken than I used to be, but I'm still a little bit persnickety about, like, keeping my hands clean. This was before the pandemic. This was just me and raw food. And then I would like to wash my knife, too. Just a little bit. Would like to wash my knife, too. Thank you, knife. And I would very much like to give this a little bit of at least a rinse off. I tried to do a thing of like cutting chicken on top of parchment paper, and then I kept cutting through the parchment paper because it turns out it's as thin as paper. And that just meant that I figured I might as well just do this. I like it when the chicken comes, when I just use all the chicken in a package, and the package is like big enough that I can just use the package as a surface to cut on. That's my favorite. That's my absolute favorite. Is that the new figure arts cutting mat? Absolutely. Afratoa, you have not missed much. I don't know how much of that y'all could see. Do I like chicken? Name every chicken. There's Phil, and there's Kevin, and there's Bob. Night Viewer 00, watching for years. Happy New Year. Hey, yeah, I'm still from the internet. It's true. Pixel Moon, you're just watching a video. Hooray! I love for chicken. Knife. I think that was supposed to be talk. So, I want to put things on you. I think I usually put the dry things in first, so that at least they're sitting on the chicken. I have just like a seasoned salt. Again, I'm not being very fancy. I like to overdo it a bit on chicken seasoning, because I don't like bland chicken nearly as much as I like overly salty chicken. So if I have to pick between the two, it's one or the other. That's just some Korean black pepper. Where's the secret that makes many people go to a garbage chicken place? Look, it's garlic powder. Alright, what goes with garlic powder? What's the other secret? Paprika. We got some of that paprika going in on there. And I like to put soy sauce in. I guess I should toss them around a bit first. Where's my device? Get them all grainy and powdery. Hello, Tony Stark. Welcome to the chicken stream. Not so, Alex. Knife to meet you. Tony Stark. I'm gonna make one of those. What do you call it? College dorm chicken stir fries. I'm running low on this stuff, but I like this dark soy sauce. And I went to H Mart looking for some more of it, and I couldn't find it. So I don't know what I'm gonna do when I run out. Hey, what fell over? What fell over in the sauce bin? Nothing that can get in the way of us, let me tell you. Give them all a nice swoosh. I was about to say I don't usually yell a whole lot when I'm in the kitchen. Actually, no, I yell a lot in the kitchen. If you ever take a look at my Twitter every now and then, I just start filming short films on my phone whilst I'm in the kitchen. I think last time I did this, I added a couple drops of this Maggi. I'm pretty sure my mom was like, "Oh, try some Worcestershire sauce," and I was like, "Yeah, okay." Added a bit of tang. Why not? This is highly discount chicken breast, BT dubs. I'm checking the chat to see if I missed anything else. Missed a whole lot. I'm sorry. Signa7, happy birthday for your birthday toys. Adam Rockmeyer, that DLX Soundwave, yes, that is currently the main pipeline thing. You can only get dark soy sauce after you beat regular soy sauce in Final Bout Tournament mode. But I beat Final Bout Tournament mode. I already got my PB in it. I'm gonna do it again. I lost my save. There was more. Does it float? Probably not. Probably not. Trigger, I probably review Kingdom figures once I get some. It's a lot of stuff you're putting before cooking it. Yeah, I like to load up. Like this is the cheap chicken breast you got at Freshco, and so it's a good palette upon which to place lots of lovely things. Actual Nightmare, am I still thinking about getting myself a 3D printer? I would love a 3D printer. I got nowhere to put one, so I don't currently have any. I guess I would say it would be a hope and dream, because that's all it is. I have nowhere to put one in my living space. I would rather all my friends get them, and then they all print me things for free. Dark soy sauce, I think, is a bit thicker. The main thing is dark soy sauce is one you use like in cooking, whereas regular soy sauce is more so, if I recall correctly, like more of a garnish. So like dark soy sauce is something that's not really something you then like you don't put dark soy sauce in a little pool and dip things in it. Like it's meant to go into heat and go and all that. It has a stronger mid-B smash and the shields last long. Yeah, but listen, my King K. Rool tech is unstoppable, okay? Unstoppable! I'm trying to decide if I want to add a little bit of water to this to brine it, but I don't think that's necessary. I think this is going to go live over here for a while. Now, unfortunately, fortunately, I don't have any celery, which is the longest, most painful thing to wash and cut up on the planet alive. But the only veggies I got are onions, garlic, and then peppers. So we'll do some garlic first. That's a big clove. Let's be dangerous. Let's do two big ones. Two big ones. Two big, thick ones. Just crack up two big, thick ones. Peel them, get them in there. Let's do the cooking show thing. Alright, then. I usually just do that with my hands over the garbage while I'm peeling all the skin off. That's right, Graham. You showed me the. Hey, I think these are. No, my elephant garlic's the one I got before this. These are not elephant cloves. These are just thick cloves. Big, meaty, thick cloves clapping. Over there's a big, meaty, thick clapping sonic boom line in the Soundwave video. I just need to film the posability sections, and that video's done. But I'm hungry. I have been having one of them, what do you call it, difficult 10 months clapping meaty cloves, Graham, that's correct. Actual Nightmare, they do take up an annoying amount of space. No, don't have to print me any stuff. Especially I am mixing up pseudonyms. If you're in the States, it would be prohibitively expensive for you to ship any physical objects to Canada right now. Um, Trigger, I want Earthrise Scorponok and Siege Omega Supreme. I just never got either of them on sale. I'm I missed them. Scorponok's still floating around. I can't swing them. I spent all the money on other stuff. Oh, hey, Barricade 64. Vistard Saber, not yet. I gotta still. It's getting subbed, so it's all there. I just gotta get in the mood. Now that Ultraman Z is all done, I might switch to Saber for my Toku needs. So just FYI, when I'm doing this cutting, I'm actually not looking at the chat, even though the angle might make it look like I am. I paused to take a look, but I am not blind cutting this, nor should you blind cut this. Even if you're trained, don't be a friggin' hotshot. You'll thank me when your fingers don't come off. Get rid of that. I missed the garbage. Went on the floor. Get in the garbage. There is a calming zen to slicing the garlic. I don't really want to chop this up coarsely, but then again, it's stir fry. Maybe I should. I'll just give it a quick like. Okay, that's enough. Some of it's big, some of it's small. Whatever. Where's my little receptacle for this? What was I gonna use? Use that. You get in there. I'm gonna grab those onions. Take a look here. Garlic chopper thing. I will not cut my fingers. I promise you. I did get to mess with Scorponok, but I messed with Scorponok for shooting that commercial for approximately 2 hours, which was just enough time to make me really wish I had Scorponok. He is the finest of the Titans. If they really are doing like an Arc Titan robot and it's just another bipedal robot, I think that might end up being the absolute finest of the Titans just through virtue of, it's the third one since they really hit their stride hardcore on the bipeds. I would be surprised if it is not extremely cool. Stir fry VTuber. I don't know if I could ever do VTuber because I never get the facial tracking stuff. Highly democratized, but they don't have a. They need to make me a Shinsector. I would only accept being a VTuber if I was also an insectoid human. Otherwise, nah. Otherwise, y'all just get my face. Y'all get my face, and if you got complaints, you send those complaints to whatever you call it. The human genome. What created my face? As the complaints department for all complaints about my face. I don't think a lot of people pull all the onion skin off. They just get going, but I hate onion skin. It's annoying. Like the rigid stuff that doesn't feel like it's all nice and full of wet. I like my onions wet. I like my garlic thick. I like my onions wet. I'm actually literally talking about food. You pervert. Do one more of these. Sometimes the skin is just like, nah, get rid of me. I'm done. My job's finished. I can tell. This is the end of the quest. This is the end of it. But in some skin, it's like, just one more day. Oh, one more day. Come on. The edible second layer of the onion is an unfortunate casualty of the... Yeah. Yes. I've come to just accept it, and I'm like, you know what, though? There are so many layers on an onion. If I just sort of ditch one for the sake of ditching the one I don't want, is it okay? And then I decided eventually, it's okay. The onions are like $4 for a bag of 12. I have to draw the line somewhere. Omega Supreme's 150 American dollars. I'm in Canada. All those sources are of no use to me. Sadly. What onions do I prefer? I usually like sweet onions, but I've just been buying these like, cooking onions, and I like them because they're cheap. They serve my purposes. Oh, mangoes. I haven't cut a mango, in fact, in many, 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 many years. It's too much work. Um, I love green onions too. Yeah, Pulse Canadian shipping sucks. A friend of mine was like, "Hey, they got a bunch of stuff on Pulse. It's okay if you like bundle a whole deal together." And I'm like, "Yeah, if I could plan out enough to do a like $200 Pulse order or whatever, maybe." But the fact that they still don't have a good Canadian shipping option annoys me to where I just don't want to use Pulse. This little thin bit fell out, so it's just gonna go straight in the mix right now. On the OnlyFans, yes, welcome. My cooking photos will always be free of charge, and you can do with them whatever you want. Yeah, Techno, it's like if you buy a ton off Pulse, but then I'm like, what if I just wait and get them on sale? By that point, I'm like, well, I may as well just get them on sale here. I don't know. I'm also just annoyed. I don't want to support the shipping that annoys me. Yes, not so, Alex. I've halved some onions. I'm checking the chat a bunch now. Don't mind me. Garrow London, he grilled an entire onion and ate it out of a bowl like thick pasta. I might do that sometime. That actually sounds pretty baller. Logos Minor, I am making a little low-key, casual style chicken stir-fry. Cyber Knight, yeah, Ontario's doing pretty bad. Thank you for your concern. I am doing my best to stay safe. Ontario is having some of, not, it turns out, not the highest. I don't think we have. We might have hit the highest in the country. I'm not sure. We're not doing well. And we did have the variant show up. Last I checked, it was not from travelers, which meant that it transmitted to someone from someone who got it and didn't tell anyone. I'm more annoyed that in BC on the West Coast, the variant showed up because, and they traced it. It was someone who did travel back from the UK, landed on the mainland, didn't tell anybody, and then got on a boat and snuck back to the island where my mom and many other friends live, and then was discovered. That kind of annoyed me. But no, I am so far doing well. As far as I can tell, I have still not yet at any point contracted the virus in question. I'm not going out much. I go out for groceries. I stay masked at all times, even on the sidewalk. In Toronto, I do not personally feel I ever have enough sidewalk space to feel okay to pull the thing down. In more suburban areas where sidewalks can be clear for minutes at a time, I could definitely see, like, taking the thing down for a bit if you're by yourself. I just never feel like I have that much room when I'm walking around. I'm washing my hands a lot. I did stop wiping down all my groceries, and that seems to have gone okay, but I am still washing my hands all the time when I get back inside, or when I handle anything that I pull in from outside. I still wash my hands a couple times. In general, like, it's just, wash your hands a lot. In general. Oh, Adam, thank you for the super chat. It did not keep it on top, but I now found it. Inspiration for the new year and maybe some pie. I want to bake sooner than later. 1,000 Wolves. You're 9 years old, scaring me knife. Well, don't worry. Whoop. That launched a bit of onion. Let me just get that. Empty sink. The knife can't hurt you through the internet. So it's all good. I don't do a lot of baking because I can't eat tons and tons of sugar at once. And I don't know what I would do. I used to bake a lot, and I think that was a problem.
How's the chicken? It's chillin'. Steamin' Steven, kind of normal in Halifax. Yeah, you stay safe too. We all gotta. I say this on the podcast a whole bunch, but I demand of all of you your survival. I am. Hey, hey, you survive. All right. Don't make me come over there and make you survive. Was that mixed messages? I'm not sure. If you don't survive, I'm coming over there. um, but yeah, thank you for the concern. My mom's doing okay. She had a different thing come up that was not related to the pandemic, but it involved hospitals, which was still pretty scary. I actually did too last year. Had to go to emergency briefly. Thankfully, not for anything relevant to the pandemic. But I'm primarily concerned about my mom because that's the other side of the country, and it's very difficult right now to get over there. Because if I head over there, I would also need a 2-week buffer to isolate in a B&B or something before I could then interact with my mom. And if she needs a lot of help, a 2-week window makes it difficult to like just sort of go, oh no, I'll come over there and help. Just hold on for 2 weeks. Yeah, near end. I'm not gonna. When I talk about me and Canada, I try. I don't yell too much about it because I know that a lot of folks like in the UK and in the States have it a lot worse. So I feel awful for a lot of you. I've gotten a lot. How do we put this? I didn't check in a lot last year. Let's check in. Let's do personal check in. I'm a lot more angry about things not relevant to franchises. And my patience has gotten a lot shorter for things not relevant to franchises. But on the bright side, none of that has translated over to franchises. So I'm not like an angrier Transformers guy. And I certainly don't have any hot Star Wars takes. I'm not going to grab some action figure and start. That's not going to have an action figure on here where I'm like, I'm going to do a stream where I cut up an action figure that I bought 18 cases of and then say it's shelf warming, even though I personally purchased 18 cases of it. Blah, blah. But no. I'm still doing good. I've still been collecting a bit. I got an influencer box that actually got me updated on Earthrise Wave 2. Wave 3. On the deluxes. You've probably seen it if you've seen other channels. I've filmed all the packaging shots for that, and I just put the what is it? Not NDA. The sponsored thing, the thing for the FCC, which is not relevant actually to my country, but I put that in the background of all the packaging shots. So even if I forget which ones were in the box, whenever I do the videos for them, it's in the back. You're angry because your adult son keeps coming up and forcing you to spell iCup. Well, you know, it's a tribulation. It's a tribulation. These onions sticking to my knife are a tribulation, I'll tell you that much. We're going to use my favorite utensil to get these into the onion garlic bowl. I like silicone. What can I say? If I could replace a whole bunch of my body parts with this stuff, I wouldn't be like immediately against it. I'd be like, well, let's discuss it. What exactly are we replacing with silicone? There we go. Now I just got to cut up them bell peppers and I'll be ready to go for the most part. Ah. I'm going to go open my balcony door because it's like 1 degree Celsius. But the way my apartment heating works is if I leave the balcony door closed, it very quickly becomes like 30 degrees Celsius, which I find uncomfortable. So I have to every now and then open my balcony door when it's around about freezing outside. It's sort of silly. It's a thing we do. This thing's gonna jostle a bit. Ooh. whilst I'm gone for the 2 seconds, everyone, tell me your favorite kind of onion. In the distance, I see chat, which makes me happy. Rings. How many of you saying rings? Okay, red onion, green onion, actual favorite. Shallot. Oh, I keep forgetting I have this. I have a box of shallots I bought when I couldn't find any onions when people were panic buying when the lockdown started. Still got to use this. They're still fine. Z-gourd, I'm very happy to see that. Bloomin'. I had a bloomin' onion once. I liked it, but it's a bit much. Spring onions, yeah. I like the long green onions a lot. I wish I could use them the same way as cooking onions. I found my FTC thing. So this is in the background of a bunch of packaging shots I took. I like these. I think these are funny. Because that's the Federal Trade Commission and I'm in Canada. I don't know. I think it's funny. We'll put that right here just so so we know this is all on the up and up. Yeah, Cyber Knight, the panic buying seems to be in cycles. That's why I tweeted today. I bought my first toilet paper purchase of the year. I ran out of toilet paper, so I went to buy some, and there was no shortage, but it's a thing to say now. Spicy aftertaste. Do you mean, Josh, you mean like on just straight up onions or on green onions? Either way, spice, the way to fight spice is with, because I figured this out when I made a chili that was too spicy a few months ago. Sweetness, and tartness, and fat. Those three things all can bring spice down. Sweetness being like sugar, tartness being like lemon juice, and fat being stuff like cheese, or cream, or milk. It kind of depends on what the onions are in. If you mean just like straight up raw onions are spicy, then yes, they are. Can you see me in that bowl? No, you can't see me in that bowl. Milk baby. Milk baby. Yeah, hand tools might have just been Christmas presents. Do you know they make sugar from onions? Well, yeah, that makes sense, because, like, white onions, when you do, like, a deglazing with them, like, they caramelize naturally. So, if, like, these fried just in butter become pretty sweet. What do you mean you don't just hunk an onion? That's right, I still am not a person who hunks onions. I do like raw green onion sliced on top of things, and it is a bit punchy. Take a nice hefty bite out of a red onion, unblinking, emotionless. Not so Southern gentlemen, we're about to cut some bell peppers in a very loud container. So I wanted green bell peppers, and I used a grocery delivery service. And the place they went to had no green bell peppers. And this was the only alternative. So that's fine. I just feel like green bell peppers are like, 1 or 2% healthier, maybe. Because they green. I make assumptions about green stuff. Well, it wasn't like they just showed up with yellow and orange peppers, but the app had a thing where it's like, hey, we can't find the green, so would you like these instead? And I was like, I just want bell peppers, I'm fine. Not so Alex, Milk Baby was my nickname in high school. Actually, that sounds bad. I regret typing that mindlessly. It's okay, now I've said it out loud, too. I've said the phrase Milk Baby. Complain loudly outside my window at night. Josh Perez, hello, green baseball caps, yeah. The unhealthiest color, in my opinion, is sickly yellow. That's why it took me a long time to trust bananas and yellow bell peppers. Red and orange peppers I love raw. Like when they're cut into nice thin sticks. Micah Visa, if you find the aftertaste of a red onion upsetting, slice and let rest in an ice bath before you cook with them. Almost removes the nasty aftertaste completely. Game changer. Good to know. Read that out loud because I wanted that on the record. Josh Perez, you do bring important things to conversations. Translucent purple bell peppers with tentacles outside your window at night. Adam Edgman, yes. Where can I get those and can I cut them up? Yeah, Bernie Toaster. It's like warm yellow. I'm okay with. Still, I just don't like the color that much. Cyberknight 1994, what's my spice tolerance level? Not very high. I am not a super spice person. Which is weird because I like spice a lot up to a low medium level. I don't like it when it overpowers everything else that's going on for me. Although, because I'll show you something funny. I ended up with a case of this stuff. I couldn't eat this very happily by itself, but I found if I mixed 1 teaspoon of this in with like 8 tablespoons of normal Doritos not super spicy nacho cheese, it formed a level of spice I found kind of enjoyable. On its own, I don't know who this is for, but I ended up with 6 jars of it. Anyone local in Toronto who wants ghost pepper nacho, I already gave one away. With protest. I kind of forced it upon someone. Anyway, I need to bump this back a little bit so I can get at my sink again. Get some of that cold water running. Get those stickers off those peppers. I'm unboxing the pepper. There, I did it. Yeah. This is okay. Everything else is fine. Washing my bell peppers with this phone in the way is, in fact, awkward. None of your fault, even though I am kind of gesturing at you while I say that. But you know what? I didn't hurt any of you with the knife either, so maybe deal with it. The stickers do add texture. I have once forgotten to remove them all the way until the cooking process. That was a discovery. I certainly made a noise. But yeah, I'm not a very big, stunt spicy person. My favorite part of spice is how it enhances sweetness. So, I like Japanese curry a lot, and I like Hunanese cooking a lot. Both of those are very, I find sweetness-oriented spice. Put this over here. Is that gonna help? This thing's on an arm that I have clamped onto a cheap plastic IKEA chair. So that's how we're rolling, by the way. If you cut the top off of a pepper and use it as a cup of water, it's like wetter water. True. That's an undeniable science. Y'all get to see the weird way I cut peppers. Well, the weird way I cut bell peppers, specifically. Just don't like the white bits. What can I say? Don't like the white bits. Have I tried making gumbo yet? I have not, Hobbit Ninja, but I would like to. I like gumbo. I like gumbo with sausage and things. That orange pepper looks like an orange. Yeah. Oh, Bernie Toaster, yeah, I would never touch the one-chip challenge. Got no use for it. What do I do with the one-chip challenge? One-chip challenge would just be someone who doesn't mind the one-chip challenge going I did it and you had trouble. It's yeah, okay. Where in life will this skill serve any of us? Being able to do a one-chip challenge better than someone else. What life skill is that? Well, you know what? No, there are contests where if you can pull that stuff off, they'll give you $100 in a t-shirt. So you can profit, I guess, from that kind of thing. Yeah. I always alternate between wanting to cut little cubes and little sticks, and then I end up doing both, and it turns out fine. Okay, I'm gonna do little sticks this time. Little cute little sticks, little cute orange pepper toothpicks. Good times, very good times. Cute little sticks. Oh, look at that, tiny, cute little. Aw, oh, it's adorable. It's adorable. Hey everyone, this looks like the most adorable stick in the stream. Check it out. Oh, you're so cute. Be horrible if something happened to you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Something happened. Something happened to Orange Pepper Steve. Yeah, Josh, that's the thing I've heard about those, like, challenge spicy things, is that it's like, they just skip the flavor, and so it's just a physical exercise, and I'm like, okay, I get it, I guess. Very cynically, I get it. But, like... yeah, like, the one-chip challenge is like, oh, also, it doesn't taste like anything, except it's unpleasant. And it's like, well, pfft. Well, thanks. Thanks, Pocky. I do like Pocky's regular chips. I got a couple bags of those over the last year, and those were fun. Because they were normal and rather tasty. This prep is taking a lot longer than usual because I am occasionally pausing to, like, read a stream. But it's fine. When it comes to, like, non-baking, like, when there's no, like, chemistry to worry about, I am a big believer in the it's fine approach. Just do your best, work around stuff that doesn't go right, it's fine. Doubly so if the only person that's going to eat your food is you. Because then it's like, well, what does it matter? As long as you're happy with it. I mean, if you're making garbage that's going to physically hurt you, then yes, you should worry about it. But when it's like, oh, that's not a restaurant quality cut you're doing on that broccoli there, then it's like, okay, I'll tell the manager your complaint. Spoilers, I am the manager and I fired me 2 years ago. I just keep coming in for work anyway because I like it. And my manager hates it. Now that's some psychoanalytical phrasing that I didn't put a lot of thought into. Chris Muse made an indistinguishable meat goo and it was good. Or it was great. Yep, I know that. I know that. No, I don't want to... Ugh. Graham, my app tried to make me mod you. And I think I told it to cancel. So I hope I haven't modded you. My apologies if I have. Oh yeah, Adam, I was making some Jacques Pepin prison chili variant. And that stuff would last me for days and days. Crushed up white cheddar Cheetos and a meatloaf. I heard that's okay. I just don't like Cheetos. I tried. All through my youth, I tried to like Cheetos so that I wouldn't be difficult. And then I learned in adulthood that no, I'm not difficult. They were wrong. Those children, at the time fellow children, they were the wrong ones. Nothing wrong with Cheetos, though. It's fine if you have Cheetos. I'm not prepping for the great Cheeto user purge of 2021. We're not there yet. Although, if you do hear about a great Cheeto user purge, okay, like you didn't hear about it from me, and I'd appreciate it if you don't be a narc. They have Cheetos mac... I think I've seen the Cheetos mac and cheese. It just feels like... I don't know, something redundant about it. Like that was doable before. I mean, I guess it's skipping a step. Alright, I'll do this too. Why not? Why not? Who's gonna stop me? I'm a kid of the 90s. I don't listen to any adults. Okay. I would assume it's mac and cheese with like Cheeto powder instead of normal mac and cheese, quote unquote, normal mac and cheese powder. Give me a lot of peppers in this. Oh well. Oh, it's like binging with Vangelis. Well, we're not binging. I'm not replicating. I'm cutting a bell pepper in a cramped space. But absolutely, if you would like to still purchase my cookbook, I would be super down with that. I don't have a cookbook, but if you just want to like send me the amount of money of your average cookbook, I'm not going to write a book with that, but I'll appreciate it. What was it I heard the other day? What would you do if I sent you $100,000 right now? And the answer is, well, then I would have $100,000. Thank you. Next question. You up on attack-oo? No, because I don't know what it is. Because I just said attack-oo. Which I assume is not what it's called. Hasbro sent you vegetables to review. Their BotBot's marketing strategy's gone off the rails, in your opinion? Or maybe it's gone right on the right rails. Oh, that went in the sink. Here, get out of there. Gotta keep my limited edition FTC notice nice and mint. Oh, Attack on Titan. No, I never got into Attack on Titan. I missed it. It went onto that whiteboard of shows that everyone was very excited about, and then for whatever reason that made me not want to watch them until people were not as excited. Because then I'd be like, well, if I'm still interested later, then I'm super down. But then I wasn't. I'm almost done cutting bell peppers. It's been a journey. I don't even know how long I've been doing this. "48.5 minutes this stream has been for what usually takes me about, let's be real, about 30 minutes. That's actually not that huge a slowdown. Alright. I still have to cut green onions at the end, but I like to do those at the end. So now I've got this ready to go. It's ready for them green onions. We gotta do a maneuver. Let's get this over here. Put the chicken down here. It's gonna be a little complicated. Things might go badly. But if they do, it's been an honor to serve with all of you. There we go. Now what do I do? I just did the dishes before the stream, so there's dishes. Oh no, the clamp is starting to get agitated. We better put that like this and switch this around like this. That makes more sense. Okie dokie. dish rack cam. It's an IKEA dish rack. Alrighty. This is just a pot that I have that I like, but I don't have anywhere to put it. It's too big, so it just lives back there. I'll throw out a little blanket. Please don't do hard spoilers on Netflix Earthrise yet. It's too young. I mean, there is like a non-zero chance literally everyone in this chat's already seen it, but just you know, to be nice. Oh, I gotta get these closer to me. The arm that the phone is on is, in fact, right in the way. Okie dokie. I'm just going to pop some of this canola in here. Oop. Yeah, that should be good for now. We'll come back to you later. Get that heat turned up and wait a little bit. Oh, Cyber Knight, I should say, I got into canola like last year. Well, no, year before. But I spent a long time being one of those people who was doing... Oh, everyone's using peanut oil. I was going to say, I was one of those people who was just using olive oil for everything. So, you know, burning tons and tons of olive oil. Because I did not know the properties of oils well at all. Adam, how do you keep a white pan clean? Clean it a lot. It's actually not super white in the bottom anymore. It's been stained down there, but... I don't know why. I guess peanut oil... I mean, wasn't avocado oil in vogue for a while as well? Like, olive oil's fine. It's fine. That whole thing I said before, it's also fine. I just found canola is a good all-purpose that I can get real decently warm without having to worry too much about it. This also is not like a super real wok, so I'm not going to have, you know, all this, you know, the wok hay and all that. Like, this is just a wok-shaped pan. It's close enough for me. Yeah, olive oil is a lot... I found olive oil is nicer to put on... Like, maybe I put it on afterwards. Like, same with butter. Madifer, hello. We're cooking some veggies and chicken. Sort of like a chicken stir-fry, but I feel like I want to preface that it's not like a legit stir-fry, because it's more like if I'm in a college dorm and I'm making a stir-fry. Looks like a Christopher Walken. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The MCA. Uh-oh. Baltan, use olive for some things like rice, but not eggs or stir fry or whatever. Oh, I want some clarified butter. Like, I do put, like, a pat of butter in when I make rice at the end. Or I put a pat of butter over top of asparagus after I've pseudo-grilled it. I want some butter schmaltz. That'll be good times. Oh, I wonder if this is... There's a bit of noise. Who in your life, when they take a piece of onion and put it in a pan, who in your life makes the noise I just made? Who does? Someone in your life must do that. Can't just be me. Some of y'all have got to have vocalizing cooks in your households. That is more onion than I thought there was. That's okay though, we'll make it work. Luckily, I like onion. I'm we want a little oil heavy on this, because I always end up going oil heavy on this. But I want there to be lots of onion and garlic in oil, or oil with onion and garlic in it. I want there to be moistures left behind in a little while. Hey. Embarrass me? Not in front of my parents! Bernie Toaster, I vocalize everything. I make doorstep noises sometimes while walking, and I don't know why. Yeah, yeah. Baltan, if you're still here, have a good belated din din. Chef's touch. Evangelist raised by onion. Oh, doorstep means footstep. Same thing. Doors can be feet. Don't tell anyone, but also just for your own knowledge. This oven, well, the oven too, the stovetop does not have the world's greatest temperature control. There's like a world of difference between here, and there's a world of difference between here and here. You couldn't see any of that. But basically, you know when you have a stove and it's not like I'm setting it to 7, it's like I'm setting it to what I know it does around 7. It's kind of like that. Oh, there we go. There's some aromatics. So ideally, I'd like to transfer these back to their little bowl, but leave some of their flavorful oils behind. That would be in a perfect world. So I don't have these getting over-blasted the entire time. This is where my stir-fry science never quite goes right, but it ends up tasting okay in the end, and that's really the important thing. So let's get you to drain off a little bit. Back into the surface, if you would, please. Get me my little thingamy. Born in it, modeled by it. I'm reading the chat. Shrek merely adopted the onion. Garlic salt is not a bad thing to end up on nearly every vaguely savory thing you eat. I'll say it right there. Nothing wrong with that. FYI, it's a plastic ladle. I just got a metal slotted spoon set up going for something else. It briefly crossed my mind, oh, I'll use my slotted spoon. But this is one of those non-stick pans, so you don't want to use metal on this, because that'll become a problem. I'll leave some of it in. Get the dark bits out so that they're not super duper cooking, I guess. Oh, that's okay, actually. It's still pretty glossy in there. Okay, whatever. Let the rest of it live in there and get a little bit chunked up. Now let's get that meat in the yar. This is not one of the stone pans. No, I have one of those too. Oh no, actually, that's my pot back there. I had a stone pan and then I used it too much and I killed it. So now I want to get this chicken in here. Noise! You go in the sink. Actually, excuse me for a second. Got some goo on my hands. We're back. Alright. I know what you're thinking. Hey, that looks like you just stained that really nice white new pan. This happens all the time. Eventually, most of this staining washes off. It takes a little bit of work. Maybe it doesn't need to be washed off. I don't know. So I'm not going to go the full 9 yards and like pull the meat out, then do the bell peppers, because I only have the bell peppers. So I'm just going to throw the bell peppers in after these are done mostly, and then I'll throw the other stuff in after it. So it's not going to be perfect, and I know that when you cook on the internet, there's a certain expectation of perform perfection, but we're not rocking that here on the V-Cook. No, no, no. We're improvising. When I don't bake, and I do anything that isn't baking, I am improvising about 30% of the time at least. Which I recommend getting comfortable with. I used this for one meal and throw it in the trash and use a new one for the next meal. Yep. Listen, I told you, when they gave me that $100,000, I didn't have a good answer. I would use $100,000 better than that. I would reuse the pan at least once. We're going to get a little bonus show, though, after this. I'll explain it later. I just bleach the white pan while I'm cooking it. That's what I said. This is a surprise. Do not put bleach in your food. I will just state out loud. I'm just checking the hand feel on the chicken, but without my hand. If I stick my finger straight in there, that could be painful, so I'm going to try to avoid doing that. Let's put this kind of, it's a lot of, okay, well, whatever. That's right, spatula feel. I am relying a lot on the seasoning I put on the chicken. I think I'm going to just give a little spritz. Some of that fine sea salt. Gordon Ramsay dishes are like good ideas, but I feel need modification for the home user. Generally, that's how I just take cooking videos. It's like they're good ideas, but also modify them as necessary without much hesitation. Shit back in there. Get that Salt Bay action. Salt Bay turned out to kind of suck, which bummed me out, even though, as many people on many different threads said, could you not all tell? And I was like, maybe. But it's not. I can't remember. Like, it's not like this one big thing. It's just like apparently it's a cross mixture of a bunch of things. Not a big fan of unions. I believe he hosted a fascist president, and was like, "This man is my brother," and that was kind of uncool. Also, apparently his food is not very good. Although that part, I was like, if you're just like squeezing money out of Instagram foodies, I don't know if that's inherently a bad thing, as long as the innocents aren't getting caught in the crossfire. Madifer, you were told you look like Jamie Oliver. That depends. That depends. Yeah, you gotta know who told you that, I think. Jamie Oliver is divisive. Like, low key, I don't really like Jamie Oliver all that much. I'm cool with you if you do, that's fine. I'm just not really big on Jamie Oliver myself. I wouldn't call someone Jamie Oliver if it's an elderly lady, it might have been meaning well. Oh, Cheese Fondue Guy. Cheese Fondue Guy succeeded. I was happy with that. Cheese Fondue Guy persevered. Now, am I overdoing this a bit? I might. Chicken stir fry, I'm always actually okay with overcooking a little bit. This is probably close to finish, though. Everything just looks it. Man, I'm bummed out I didn't have any good greens to go on here. This color palette is not cool. This is fine. I don't like this color palette all that much, though. This needs some splashes of green. How are you doing? Tastes like a bell pepper. Oh, Wave Sign, I've been watching a lot of Turkish restaurant Instagram, and I feel like I might have been taken by an algorithm. I'm not sure. I've been watching lots of Burak, and I've been watching lots of, Mustache Guy. Mugen Yijiz. He put out a music single of his catchphrase. Cyberknight, no, I do not have fancy china. Usually I just leave it in here on low if I'm not using the pan for anything else. But I'm going to pop it into this bowl because I'm going to use this pan to make my rice. Speaking of which, I think I might turn this heat down for a sec. This is a bad idea. But I never pay the price for anything. I live my life consequence-free. Everything I do goes well. Hooray! I need to scrape that down. Excuse me. This really fulcrumically poor-looking arm on a chair setup is actually working out kind of okay. Should do weekend cooking streams more. Low-key, it mostly would just be this kind of nonsense. Okay. So the story of my rice. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Begging your pardon. Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me. I always feel like you're being judged when you cook rice, even when you're not. I know that feeling, Adam. I don't want to report you for that. I wanted to scroll through the chat. Stupid moderating thing. I'm just scrolling. Okay. So this is my stir fry all happily chilling. Now I need to reuse one of my little bowls, and I'm okay if it has stuff in it. Because I'm the only one eating any of this. Baruthin Pilachizi. That's the other one I'm thinking of. That's the man with the mustache on Instagram. He's always going like, and then taking big bites. I'm in fact not very good at cracking eggs. 1 in 3 times I get shell in there. That means the next time I crack an egg, mathematically, shell. I believe I'm already committing some kind of cardinal sin. In that, hey, that's the wrong twisty thing. Here we go. Here we go. I'm not going to use chopsticks for this, because I find it a million times easier just to get all the nice air bubbles in there. Go hard, go fast, go hard, go fast, go hard, go fast. Hey, what about seasoning salt? Go hard, go fast, 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 go hard, go fast. Yeah. That's some eggs. Whoa, I bumped into that. I also need another garlic. I don't feel too bad about making all this noise on a Saturday night, given how often the people in the apartment above me are either crying or having sex. And that is a strange combination of things. I did originally assume much more horrible things were going on until the frequency, the pace, and etc. sort of informed me, like, no, this is just 2 people living their lives, I guess. But it can be annoying at times. And it's not loud enough to show up on recordings. There's no hidden Easter eggs in any of my audio. It's vibrating through my ceiling with just the right distant frequency where I'm like, oh, I can hear it. Good on y'all, I guess. 2020 in a nutshell. I was just scrolling up. I've never been able to get the yolk and the white to like. I haven't tried very often because the few times I have tried, it's been a, what's the word? Disaster. I'm gonna move you around again. Need some more oil for my face. Let's get that cranked. Yeah, crank it. Crank it up! I told you to crank it up! All right, we're streaming. What's up? Sorry, I thought I was by myself there for a second. It's just what we do. Ooh, this is haphazard. I'm turning the heat back up, by the way. 43 viewers and 31 likes. Hello. Evangelist's dirty pan looks like a piece of art. That's because it is. Cooking art. That's not dancing. I was going to throw my pan into the Royal Ontario Museum. Sorry, the art gallery. I always mix the two up for some reason. They're not even close to each other. But yeah, I'll go to the art gallery. Just throw it on the floor really loudly. Truly, I thought that all the imagery of this stream would look like found footage snuff. And if you think it does, then I'm not saying you're wrong, but it looks better than I thought. This doesn't look like cursed video stuff where it's like after you watch this, then like that's you in there in 7 days. Okay, you're gonna go in. Garlic sizzle noises, please. Okay, I got some 2-day-old rice. So I would just like the aromatics to come out of here, please, if you would. Realizing now the aromatics are going to inexorably be tainted by the fact I just cooked in here, so I'll just put the rice in. Wait, not yet. I always mix that up. Thank goodness that rice was so sticky it stayed in the pan. First I do the egg. I've done this backwards before and it turned out fine. But I don't want to do it backwards. I want to do it forwards. Hey, get over there. We're off the heat. We're off the heat. For a sec here. This egg's actually deglazing the pan somewhat, and I'm sort of digging that. Worst you get is raw egg, yeah. I've had raw egg. I don't like it. I tried. Really tried. It just tasted too much like, quite literally, raw egg. I couldn't hang. Elson Kismorio, Happy New Year to you. Have I ever tried fried reg? No, never tried fried reg. Craig Charles, why would you ask me that? Oh, I don't know. I have had fried egg on ramen. I haven't made, like, not on my own instant ramen. I just had ramen with fried egg in it, but at, like, a ramen joint. Whoa! That actually took the... That bounced my frying pan off the coil. That was exciting. Break you up in there. Break you up in there. Hey. Not in front of my parents! I need a knife. The one thing I don't have in this entire house. This butter pad is going to change the world, by the way. while we wait for that butter pad to change the world, I gotta grab something. Hey, I still have you. Good. I spent a good 5 minutes thinking, oh, I think I ran out of you. That would have been embarrassing. Because the rest of the stream has been so perfect and professional. I just want to get the old double teaspoon. Teaspoon? Tablespoon? One of those two. Get those in there. Sebacon, I'm cooking me some fried rice, some real college dorm, don't know what I'm doing kind of fried rice with a bit of sambal. I got onto the sambal train, and I like being on that train. That's how you clean a spoon. Sambal is a ground fresh chili paste with chili salt, acetic acid, potassium, sorbate, sodium bisulfite as preservatives, and xanthan gum. This is like a sweet chili. It's very, I find it's very useful on like literally, kind of to borrow phrasing from earlier, literally any savory. It's kind of fun to just add some sambal if I don't know what else to add. Get that rice all nice and blood-tinged. It's a good time for everybody. It's getting late. It's actually not getting late. We are not calling 11:45 on Saturday night late until I am in a sleep pattern where I'm falling asleep at like 8 p.m. Then it's late. But right now, no. That's not where I'm at. Not for another couple weeks, if the cycle holds true. For now, perfectly normal time to be cooking some stuff. Whoa. My fridge door bumped the chair. How we doing? Xanthan gum is my second favorite emulsifier, says Adam Edgmond. Sambal, I have seen at a lot of grocery stores. I most regularly find it at a Korean grocery store, but I've seen at least empty shelving for it at other grocery stores that are not quite as Korean. It's becoming popular, kind of like how the one with the rooster on it became popular. I forgot now the name. That just flew out of my brain. I know it, but not right now. You know that feeling? Sriracha. Yes, that's what I was thinking of. How you doing, my rice? Let's go around. Who's going around? Nice. Nice, my rice. Yeah? Yeah? Ooh. Do I have Nando's where I'm at? I think Nando's got into Canada, I think. I haven't been to Nando's since a MagFest a very long time ago. First hot take for 2021, Tabasco isn't spicy at all. Yes, it's like baseline. It's Tabasco is very baseline spice level. I don't know what's going on with that. It's because I said Tabasco. Nobody says Tabasco. Who am I trying to kid? Who am I trying to kid? Oh, it looks so fluffy when I do that. Alright, I'm gonna turn that heat off. Let's see. Let's grab you. Let's grab a shot at you. Rest of you can live. This is also a way I clean the bottom, is that when I do this egg stuff, I get this egg crust on the bottom, and when I can scrape it off, it's just like, takes the whole thing with it. And as far as I can tell, it leaves the white behind. Oh, Alan Weaver, no. Uncle Roger would kick my ass. I didn't use any monosodium glutamate whatsoever. Like, I appreciate the thought, but, like, let's be realistic. Uncle Roger would do the equivalent of kicking my ass, as in just being very disappointed. Yes, right! I like noise! So, I need to cut one last thing. Let's do one for now. I have gone into this very deep. Putting a little bit of this raw on top of anything, it's just delightful. By a little bit, I actually mean everything I'm cutting here. I like green onions a lot. That's why people love standing next to me when I'm talking. I love green onions so much that they like to make those, you know. Sometimes when you like someone so much, you look like you're physically in pain. Like those kind of faces. This is relaxing too. It's so relaxing. Cutting green onion discamies like this. Absolutely not cutting into your own fingers while you wax poetic about how zen it is. That's also a big part of it. Absolutely don't at the last second cut your thumb. That's also important. Good thing I didn't. Where's my scooper? Oh, it's all messed up. Oh well. Do things the old-fashioned way. I'm just scrolling up a little bit. Some hot sauces are very vinegary. Yeah, I don't like vinegar a ton. I don't hate it. I can deal with it. I don't like it a ton, which sucks for sauces and for salad dressings. A lot of them are like I can tell they're good, but I'm like, I just don't like all this vinegaration. That's cute. One more of you. Yeah, why not? Why not? Hey, why not? Why not? It's Christmas. Why not? Don't mind me. I'm just licking the side of a large bowl because it had drips on it. It's great. Being the only person using any of this. All right. Aw. Aw. Oh, don't mind the sirens. What sirens? What sirens? What sirens? I don't hear any. I don't hear any sirens. I don't hear any sirens. Just put in a fun little spoon. Here you go. Here's your shot for the gram. That finishes the color palette for me. It's also why I like them. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out for this like 1.5 hour long cooking stream that is very slow paced. I'm gonna eat this now, not on stream because I don't like eating on stream. So I'll catch you all later. I can't, like I just said, I can't do mukbangs. I can't sit there going, like, here. You know what? Here, deal with it. Here we go. Yeah, guys, I was just having a good time. Just heading down the freezer. And I had a really good time when I went to buy those groceries today. I can't keep that up. That's the thing. But yeah, I'll catch you all later. I'm gonna be on Twitter for a bit, and I'm hopefully tonight/tomorrow, gonna go finish up my filmings for my other video, the more relevant one that I want to post. But I'm gonna try to stream more this year, even if it doesn't make any sense, because this was a little hill to jump over, and I had fun doing this. So I'm gonna keep aiming to have fun. Catch you all later. Stay true. I don't know. Actually, I forgot where the button is. Oh, I'll catch you all later.